literally are missing what God is trying to do as he weaves his hand through redemption. And because what you're really seeing when you look at Genesis 30 and 31, you're seeing God begin to operate behind human frailty. Okay, let me stop here a second. Because the one thing we have issues with is we're flesh. That is what would be considered human frailty. We're fragile. Now, we can think we're strong, we can think we're tough, we can think we're a lot of different things, but at the end of the day, our flesh is the one thing that separates us, or can separate us from God. Which means our relationships are fragile. And we see when you looking at Genesis 30 and 31, we see that God is saying, hey, I can operate beyond your fragileness. I can operate beyond your broken households. And I'm going to show it. We're going to talk about it. Operate behind your schemes. Okay, when we look at Jacob, Leah, and Rachel, we're looking at a scheming family. We're looking at people trying to figure out how to do things their own way. And if all we see is when we read those stories from the natural eye, and we don't see what God is doing beyond or behind the scenes, we're missing everything. But the other thing you've got to remember, okay, we got a scheming family, we got a lying family, we got jealous family, we have the fragileness of humanity. We've got all of this in Genesis 30 and 31. And the one thing that we cease to see sometimes. Does anybody know the pivotal point of Genesis 30 and 31? Just quickly, anybody? Anybody know the biblical pivotal point that happens in Genesis 30 and 31? Actually starts in 29. Huh? I'm going deaf. What'd you say, Donnie? The death of Rachel? Is that what you said? No, that happens a little bit later. There's something massive that is happening. And if it did not happen in Genesis 29, 30, and 31, we would not have the historical aspect of the Bible. Anybody want to guess? See, we focus on the frailty. We focus on the problems. But what's God doing? Okay, y'all taking too long to answer. I guess you're waiting for me to give you the answer. I ain't got time for you. There is no nation of Israel. There are no 12 tribes of Israel.